Centro, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Recova, un spa,
Sí.
Profesora,
¿Sí?
mira, ¿podemos hacer la entrevista a la empresa que se llama Recova?
No, esa no, ya se hizo el año pasado. A ver si me
Bueno, pues, ¿qué hacemos? ¿Qué empresa? ¿Os acordáis del bar este que dijo la profesora en clase de comida tradicional alemana? ¿La Recova se llamaba? Sí, la Recova, algo así. La Recova era verdad.
Que de comida tradicional, sí, mucho
Que
mucho era.
de artesanía.
Sí, sí.
Profesora,
¿Sí?
mira, ¿y podemos hacer la entrevista al bar que usted dijo el otro día en clase, que se llama La Recova, o algo así?
Ah, sí. Eso sí está bien.
Vale, pues hay de tener la empresa.
Mucho frío, ¿vale? Aquí vamos a las 3 y no veas. Mira, ahora que se derecho y gira a la calle izquierda. ¿Vale? No, esta no. Si al final no vamos hasta verde, escucha.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Podría hablar con Antonio? Sí, de parte de Ana. Vale, gracias. Hola Antonio, buenos días. Mire, soy Ana, de la alumna de la Facultad de Turismo, que estuvimos el otro día allí para comentarle lo de la entrevista para la asignatura de marketing. Sí, era para preguntarle que qué día le venía bien para que nos pasáramos para hacerle la entrevista, en un momentito. En los jueves, ¿no? ¿Y sobre qué hora le viene bien? Ajá. Vale, pues entonces el jueves nos vemos a las 12:30. Sí, no se preocupe que será cortita. Venga, pues muchas gracias, nos vemos. Hasta luego.
Well, Antonio, first, thanks for receiving us. And well, why is this place called La Recova?
The name of La Recova comes from the Recoveros. The old Recoveros used to trade things from the city in exchange for things from the field. For instance, they had small blenders and other modern things which they traded for eggs, milk, and other things from the countryside. The first Recoveros only exchanged chickens and eggs. The last ones traded many other things. For example, vegetables and milk. The eggs from the countryside were bought and they were exchanged. It was a barter. This whole trade was not legal, so the Recoveros was the place where the exchange was made. La Recovero was the place in the town square or next to the town hall. That's where the name comes from.
How did you come up with the idea of integrating the restaurant with the craft shop?
Well, there used to be a grocery store called La Malagueña. From 1932, it was a food store, with food coming from the interior of the country. So, the original idea of La Recova was selling food. And the craft shop was an idea that came because there aren't many craft shops in Malaga. And the whole thing makes it work. As a local, with a restaurant inside where you can have breakfast and you can eat, it makes it work.
So I imagine that for these reasons you choose these traditional products.
Everything that is offered here is typical for Malaga. The crafts, unfortunately, are not all from Malaga, but everything is from Andalusia since there are not enough craftsmen in Malaga.
Is that your competitive advantage?
Well, you could say so. In Malaga, the franchise have always come a long way, and the more franchises, the whiter. The more modern, the better. And all the traditional things sell without a doubt.
And what is the most direct competition you have?
The competition? Well, in terms of crafts, there's little, because there are few artisans in Malaga. And as for breakfast, well, the competition would be the traditional coffee shops. But when it comes to the breakfast, I think I'm the only one in Malaga who sells it. In the villages there's more competition, but here there isn't. Besides, all the products we offer homemade, we make them, so the competition is minimal.
And what values do you want to transmit to your customers?
The values transmitted? Well, the traditional. The theme, that is. The traditional is getting lost. As I told you, there are more and more franchises here. It seems that now with MasterChef and everything that comes out of the economy, everything is very elitist. I think the more traditional, the better. And at the end of the day, what works is the classic. Everything modern ultimately immolates itself, and in the end, it always turns to the classic. It's the one thing that always works.
What is your client or target audience?
The client? 50% are from Malaga and 50% are tourists. Because the tourists who come here want the product. What they're looking for in Malaga is an Andalusian place and Andalusian products, and they come here. And the people of Malaga, they like it. So I have 50% for both. I got along with all the clients.
So it more or less coincides with the expectations you have, with the clients you have.
Yes, in general, the public that comes is general. The tourists, whether national or international, come here because they're looking for Andalusian products, and I offer it to them. And the people from Malaga like it because, unfortunately, you don't find the authenticity in many places anymore. If you want something authentic, you can either have churros with chocolate or come here.
And when they arrive, because you also have a foreign audience,
Yes,
when they arrive, how do you face that they have different customs to us?
they're the ones you have to accustom. I don't have cappuccinos, I don't have croissants, I don't have English breakfast. The ones who come eat what there is. There are the ones who must adapt if they want to try the Malagueñan product. I do not adapt to the foreign client. But the ones who come usually know what we have here, because they've looked through the internet or have been given references, and they know what I have here. Then the question is whether they like it or not, because we don't have scrambled eggs here. Then, whether you like it or not, that's it. If you want scrambled eggs, we don't offer it here.
And about the schedule for lunch, do the foreigners come earlier to eat compared to the people of Malaga? And what do you do about it?
Let's see. Breakfast is under 12. Foreigners, for example, eat at 12 or 12:30. I will offer them food for 12:15 or 12:30. Food for lunch. So in terms of the schedule, I do adapt a bit to the foreigners, but in terms of food, I don't.
And in relation to seasonality, do you suffer from it?
Well, like everyone else, in the summer it works out for everyone. The hotels, the shops, the restaurants, there's not much seasonality. Of course, there are best days, like Christmas, Easter, summer, etc. But in the centre of Malaga, there are no ups and downs like in the neighbourhood. It's pretty much the same all year round.
And the place, the layout of the furniture, the decoration, is it for pleasure or?
The place is from 1880. The place already had its sill. We've just put the furniture in and little else. Almost everything belonged to the local. The place already had it, you understand? There's nothing completely new in there. Of course, we have put more stuff in here. But if you check it, it is within the same year range.
And what do you think of the modern restaurants where the customer serves his food and picks up the trays, for example in Burger King franchises?
I do not agree. I suffer here because everybody comes to me and asks at the bar. Everyone comes to get charged at the bar. The franchise was being implemented both outside of Spain and inside. For example, all the Starbucks. I have staff, and when the clients go to the bar, there isn't anyone to serve them. I do not agree because I don't like excessive clientele at the tables. There's a thing that sets us apart from the rest, and I think the client wants to be served at the table, and well, that's also a point in favour. But the self-service is being implemented. That has already happened. But hey, we want to continue like this. We do well in this way.
So, your staff, how do you address the customers? Like, in a way.
What do you mean?
Well, how do you speak to the clients?
At the table when we arrive? Well, like anyway, here there is no services. Besides, it's not a thing. Here we haven't taken classes in hospitality, but the treatment is correct and polite. The staff has studies, and here there is no...
And why do you have these prices so affordable?
Because we do everything ourselves. I am the owner and I work to do everything myself. In terms of the competition, I do not have third parties. The prices are competitive, and I do the same myself too.
And the objective that you have is to obtain a satisfactory profit and not the maximum profit? Or you simply wanted to have a business of these characteristics?
This is a family business. The business and schedule are adapted to a family schedule because I have 2 young children. If I open in the afternoon, I would earn more money. Schedule is 8:30 to 4, breakfast at 8:30 and Saturday I leave at 2. If I open more hours, it would be better business-wise, but I prefer to have my life and my family than to focus too much on the business.
That sounds really good.
So the objective would be simply to have the business. I have a salary, it goes well, if things work, and I can take care of my children. I'm okay.
And La Recova, do you advertise or use marketing or...
But we do not invest in advertising. Our advertising are our customers. Mouth to mouth, internet, well, and they find out. I don't know where they put me, TripAdvisor for example, and it works. Whoever likes it puts me on the internet and it works. From time to time the newspaper Sur comes and interview me because they are interested. There are even foreign guides who come because they are interested. So if you see me in the newspaper, it's not because I've paid for it. And the ones who write about me do it because he wants to offer something different from Malaga. So it's almost better that way. When it's paid advertisement, you can see that it's paid for. When it's an advertisement for an article, it's always going to be better than paid advertising. So no, I do not invest.
You have an online platform where you can sell the products at the craft store.
No, I don't have time for that. I know it would probably work, because now everything works on the internet, but right now I do not have time. I'm planning to do it at some point, but until my child is 5 years old I won't start, because right now they are 2 years and a month old. So for now, let's end the project.
Are your distributors only local or also national and international?
They're all local. Well, some of them are from outside Malaga, but still from Andalusia. But almost all the products I use are from Malaga. The oil is from Malaga, everything I cook, the products, the raw material, almost 98%. There is always something that is not from here. This is logical, but almost everything is from Malaga. And the same with the crafts. I try to be all of Malaga. Almost everything is from Andalusia.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, you got everything? Perfect.
Profesora,
¿Sí?
mira, ¿podemos realizar la empresa que se llama Recova?
No, esa no. Ahí tienes que ir a otra. Se me olvidó decir.